Welcome to iScope Media. Here we bring you the exclusive top news headlines for our viewers today. The top 10 news of the day are: Shiv Sena was denied permission for anti-Khalistan march, says Patiala SSP, also says that 4 are injured. Patiala violence. Shiv Sena expels its Punjab leader over clash with pro-Khalistan groups. India's tough talk forces China to allow Indian students return for completion of studies. Lieutenant General BS Raju appointed new Vice Chief of Army Staff to assume office on May 1st. Poland provides Ukraine with additional defense assistance, including over 200 T-72 tanks. RSS gives go-ahead for BJP MNS alliance on Raj Thackeray corners MBA on loudspeaker role. Hubballi violence. Congress leader denies reports of offering Iftar gift to keen of accused. Mehbooba Mufti lets Pakistan and terrorists off the hook, questions Indian Army instead. Congress to convene 3-day Nav Sankalp Chintan Shivir ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha Elections. Accused Farid played a major role in Jhangvi violence, fled to Kolkata after sources. Shiv Sena was denied permission for anti-Khalistan march, says Patiala SSP, says also 4 injured. After the clashes between Shiv Sena and pro-Khalistan groups in Punjab, Patiala SSP Nayak Singh clarified that the former had not given permission to carry out their anti-Khalistan march. SSP Singh revealed that while Shiv Sena had requested the permission, it was denied to them. Patiala violence. Shiv Sena expels its Punjab leader over clash with pro-Khalistan groups. Shiv Sena has sacked its Punjab working president Harish Singla after clashes broke out between Shiv Sena and pro-Khalistani groups on Friday in Patiala. The clash took place between the two groups after Shiv Sena marched against Khalistan in Patiala. The clashes broke out when Shiv Sena was carrying out a march under the supervision of Punjab Shiv Sena working president Harish Singla without permission. India's tough talk forces China to allow Indian students return for completion of studies. The Indian embassy in China stated that Indian students who were compelled to leave China following the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic 2 years ago are now permitted to return and complete their education. The decision comes after the meeting between the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and his Chinese counterpart on March 22 earlier this year. Lieutenant General BS Raju appointed new Vice Chief of Army Staff to assume office on May 1st. Lieutenant General BS Raju has been appointed as the new Vice Chief of Army Staff, succeeding the new Chief of Army Staff, Manoj Pandey. The Indian Army announced the appointment of BS Raju through a Twitter post on April 29th and revealed the new VCOAC will assume the office starting on 1st May 2022. Poland provides Ukraine with additional defense assistance, including over 200 T-72 tanks. Poland continues to help Ukraine in the midst of the Russian aggression, as it was announced that the country was provided with more than 200 T-72 tanks to Ukraine. As per the reports of the Information Radio Agency, in addition to the tanks, Poland has also deployed several hundred infantry fighting vehicles to Ukraine. RSS gives go-ahead for BJP MNS alliance as Raj Thackeray corners MBA on loudspeakers role. In an exclusive scoop that can potentially change the dynamics of Maharashtra politics, sources say RSS has given a go-ahead for a BJP MNS alliance. As per sources, this was finalized in a meeting that took place in Nagpur on April 21st, in which RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, Maharashtra's leader of opposition Devendra Fadnavis, and BJP National Joint General Secretary Shiv Prakash participated. Hubballi violence. Congress leader denies reports of offering Iftar gift to keen of accused. Days after the Hubballi violence, reports emerged that Congress leader BJ Zamir Ahmad Khan has announced a special food kit and financial aid to the families of the accused in the case. However, Khan denied the allegations, calling it baseless and false. Mehbooba Mufti lets Pakistan and terrorists off the hook, questions Indian Army instead. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister and People's Democratic Party Chief Mehbooba Mufti on Friday stoked yet another controversy as she dared to target Indian armed forces by asking, "What is our army doing?" Mufti also further compared India with Pakistan on the grounds of religious issues, speaking about the recent communal clashes across various states. Congress to convene three-day Nav Sankalp Chintan Shivir ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha Elections. Congress will hold a three-day brainstorming session named Nav Sankalp Shivir in Udaipur from May 13th, and the focus will be on the upcoming 2024 general election. The Congress Working Committee released a notice which said that the party president Sonia Gandhi will convene a three-day Chintan Shivir that will be held from May 13th to May 15th. Accused Farid played major role in Jhangvi violence, fled to Kolkata after, say sources. In an exclusive scoop on the Delhi riots probe, it has been learned that arrested rioter Farid had provoked crowds and spread rumors to incite the attack on the Shobha Yatra procession on Hanuman Jayanti. Sources in the special cell of Delhi police have informed that at the time of the stone pelting near Kushal Chowk, the accused Farid had provoked the crowd to attack the procession and played a major role in the riots. Well, this was all about the top 10 news of today. Stay with us. We shall bring you top 10 news every day. This is Aparna Sundar reporting for iScope Media.